What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Sam Adams here, and tonight I'm going to be talking to you about SharePlay, one of the new features coming out in the PlayStation 4 2.0 update that's rolling out next Tuesday. And I wanted to make a separate video on this because this is one of the features that Sony has been stressing since E3 2013, when they absolutely clutched the press conference lineup that year and dominated Microsoft on all levels. So, I'm going to be talking to you about SharePlay, and I'll link the official PlayStation breakdown of it in the description below if you're interested in direct from PlayStation stuff. But let's go ahead and get into what it actually is. So basically, there are several different, well actually there are two different versions of SharePlay, and the first one is one that Sony has driven into our heads as a virtual couch. Basically what this means is that if, for say, you went over to your friend's house and you were both playing Call of Duty, for example, or actually Infamous Second Son, to be a more accurate example, and they went to go get a pizza and they handed you the controller and they were like, hey, you can play this for a while. Basically, they have integrated that system into the new PS4 2.0 update as SharePlay. And what you can do is if you're in a party with someone, there's an option in the party now to give them the controller. And basically what this does is, I believe, if I'm thinking about it correctly, it uses the same technology as remote play to broadcast your game to their console, and then instead of giving a Vita control, it gives their DualShock 4 control, if that makes any sense. And they can ultimately play your game. And this can be done for up to 60 minutes at a time. This is a really, really cool feature. And it's definitely something that is really innovative, especially if you have friends that live in different states or even different countries. Unfortunately, these people aren't going to be able to earn trophies from these games because the game actually isn't installed on their own personal system. Basically, like I said, the gameplay or video and audio is just streaming straight to their console, so there is no download for them, and they don't have to own the game. So basically, you're sacrificing trophy support for the fact that you're not dishing out $10 to $20 to $60 on a game that you might not play as much, and you're just trying out your friend's copy, and I think that's pretty fair trade. So the other side of SharePlay is basically where you can make them player 2, and in the PlayStation video, they used the example of FIFA 15, but I hope it works for games like Battlefield and Call of Duty and all of these first-person shooters that people normally play online with their friends on. But basically what happens is they hook up to your connection as player 2, and I think it actually goes on the local connection if I am thinking through it correctly. So, for say, if you wanted to go into a private match on Call of Duty, you could do so, and basically they would just push X, and it would be like someone pushing X on a second DualShock hooked up to your system. If that's the case, this is still pretty cool, because instead of them having to go out and rent Battlefield or Call of Duty or whatever you're playing, if they have to rent FIFA 15, anything like that, then they don't have to do that, and they can just stream it straight from your console to their console, back to your console, and it's basically this giant Illuminati triangle of sharing. Both of these types of SharePlay tie into Sony's E3 2013 presentation as, if you remember like I do, basically what was going on at the time is that Microsoft was banning used games from the Xbox One at that time, and Sony was really, really banking on the fact that their console, you could share games, and they even integrated this into where you could physically and digitally share your games, and that's a pretty cool feature to finally have on the PlayStation 4. So all in all, what do you have to remember about SharePlay? Basically, number one, if you're planning on just playing someone else's game or you're virtually borrowing their game, you don't actually have to have PlayStation Plus for that. But if you're playing online with them, like the second option that I just told you guys about, you are both going to have PlayStation Plus. I don't see this being a big issue, since if you own a PlayStation 4, there's like a 95% chance you own PlayStation Plus just because most people play online. If you don't, then you might not have an internet connection, and I'm not entirely sure how you are watching this video. But that's beside the point. This looks like a really good addition to the PlayStation 4 console, especially since PlayStation 4 version update 2.0 is coming out next week, along with a lot of different features. This is just one of the multiple cherries on top of the cake, or whatever the old expression is. Update 2.0 is going to be great. I'm going to be talking about it in the drop tomorrow, or actually on Monday. It's going to be mentioned a lot. We're going to have a small discussion on it since it is dropping on Tuesday, and I'm kind of counting it as a game release, considering it's going to change the way we play all of our games anyway. We might as well throw it in as a release. So there you guys have it. SharePlay is going to be pretty cool. Again, coming out next Tuesday. And if you guys liked this video, please drop me a like down below. Give me a comment. Tell me what you think about SharePlay and any of the new features that are coming out in PlayStation version 2.0. And if you get a second, head over to my channel, check out some of my other content. I tend to post a lot of videos, and I almost guarantee that there's something that you will like. So as always, again, thank you each and every one of you for watching this video, and I will talk to you soon. Peace.